Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach a lesson. I will do it. I will do it is a biographical sketch. What is a biographical sketch? It is a life history of a person written by somebody else. So it is written by Sudha Murthy, wife of N.R. Narayan Murthy. First para. He was short. Narayan Murthy, he was short, but he was clever. Genius. Though he was short, he was sharp. He was the brightest boy in his class. He was the cleverest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science, not juniors. His seniors used to ask him their doubts in science subject. Imagine what is the capacity of Narayan Murthy. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd because of shortness. Nobody notices Narayan Murthy. But once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. If you ask him a doubt in maths or physics, he could answer easily. He could answer in no time because he has more grasping power. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. Faster than the speed of light. Maybe it is exaggeration. So what does it mean? He has more grasping power. Second para. He came from poor but educated family. Narayan Murthy came from poor family but educated family. What was his father? His father was a high school English teacher and avid reader of English literature. Avid means having much interest. His father likes English literature very much. He, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. Generally, after completion of intermediate, all the boys like to study engineering. In the same way, Narayan Murthy also. The brighter ones wanted to study in the IITs. The clever boys, they want to study in Indian Institute of Technology IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. Nowadays also there is a entrance test. This boy along with his friends applied to appear for the test. His friends and Narayan Murthy also applied for the entrance test. They did not have any special books or coaching. Nowadays many coaching centers and many special books are there to prepare for IIT. But there was no coaching centers, no special books in those days. All these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. So, how were they studying? These IIT aspirants, they would sit below the shade of a stone mandap. Mandap means mandapam before Chamundi temple, the sleepy town of Mysore. The town was very peaceful, quiet. They were sitting there and they used to study. He was the guide for the others. Already we have discussed. His seniors used to ask their doubts. He was the guide for his seniors and his friends. While others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. They were struggling to find the answers. His friends were struggling to solve the problems in question paper, but what was he doing? He was smiling, smiled shyly, and solved them in no time. He used to solve the problems immediately. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. He was dreaming. He was dreaming that he was studying at IIT because IIT was his big dream. It was ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age, as it still is today. Not only those days, nowadays also, for any clever student, any brightest boy, studying IIT is a big dream. He was then only 16 years old. What was Narayana Murthy's age at that time? He was only 16 years old. Next para. The D-Day came. What is D-Day here? The important day. When he was going to appear IIT exam and he went to Bangalore, he stayed with some relatives and appeared the entrance test. He took the entrance test and he has written very well. And what did he say? He said okay. After writing, his friends asked, how did he write? He said okay. But how can you understand okay means here? It was the opposite when it came to food. While having food, we have to take opposite meaning. Here actually, what does okay indicates? What does okay suggest? It suggests bad. Okay means bad, according to Narayana Murthy. Coming to food, okay means good. Understood? In academics, in education, okay suggests bad. Coming to food, okay suggests good. When he said good, it implied okay. Good suggests okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. Excellent suggests good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. He doesn't hurt anyone. This is his principle. The results announced. He had passed with a high rank. He got good rank. What a delight for any student. It's a great pleasure for any student getting a rank in IIT. He was overjoyed. He went to his father at that time. His father was reading a newspaper. He went to his father to share his feelings. And he said to his father, Anna, I have passed the exam. Anna, in Karnataka state, the people used to address their father like Anna. His father said, well done, my boy. Okay, you have done good job. And Narayana Murthy said to his father, I want to join IIT. He wanted to join IIT. So, when Narayana Murthy set his father to join in IIT, after hearing his words, his father stopped reading the paper. And he lifted his head. He said in heavy voice. Heavy voice means there is a power in voice. And when the people demand attention, they use heavy voice. And he said to his son, my son, you are a bright boy. You are very clever. I know. And I am a salaried person in our family. I am the only earning person in our family. You know our financial situation. I have 5 daughters to be married off. I have to look for matches and to marry off 5 daughters and 3 sons to be educated. I have given the education to 3 sons. I am a salaried person. I can't bear your expenses, society. Please understand my situation. And you can study as much as you want. Whatever you want to study, you can study in Mysore. Next para. Really, it was a very difficult situation for any father, because son got high rank in IIT, but any father doesn't want to say no to join IIT. But circumstances were like that. He is very poor. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member. He is the only earning member in his family. Almost 10 members are dependent on him. So it is not possible. Next para. His father was very sad because he had to tell the bitter truth. Bitter truth means it is a almost disappointing experience. When somebody says bitter truth, nobody feels good at all. Suppose if you fall sick, we have to consume tablets. Tablets are bitter, but we have to accept it. Yes? But it could not be helped. The boy had to understand reality. The boy has to understand reality. He has to understand his financial status. The teenager was disappointed. Who is the teenager here? Narayana Murthy. It seemed his dreams had burnt to ashes. Almost he lost his hopes. His hopes are destroyed. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope. He had a big dream to join IIT. He was very near to reach his goal, but it is not possible. Fondest means most liking. Because of his financial status, he was unable to join IIT. His heart sank in sorrow. Almost disappointed. He was suffering a lot. He did not reply. When his father said no, he did not say anything. And he never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. Why? He is an introvert by nature. What is introvert? Who doesn't want to share his feelings with others. So, he did not share his experience with others. What is his principle? He doesn't want to hurt anyone. If he shares his experience to others, they may feel unhappy. His heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. He was suffering a lot. Heart was bleeding means he was suffering a lot, but he did not get angry with anybody. Just he controlled his emotions. Next para. The day came. A day means when they were going to join IIT. Already his classmates have started to go to Madras. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They are going to get into the train. They have shared good years in school and college. How they enjoyed. They were sharing their experiences in school life and college life. Then Narayana Murthy went to the station to say goodbye. He reached there to send off and good luck to them for their future life. He went to the station to send off them and to say good luck for their future life. Next para. When he went there, already his friends reached the station and they were talking loudly. They were sharing their experiences. They were very excited. How they were talking like the birds making noise. The chirping means short high sound. When the children speak with happiness, it's like chirping of birds. Because they were going to join IIT, they were talking loudly with happiness. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels. They were going to join new hostels, so they were in excitement. And they are going to join new courses. But Narayana Murthy was not part of it. So he stood there silently. Here, what was the thinking? He wanted to join them, but he couldn't. One of them noticed and said, one of his classmates said, "You should have made it. You are joining us. You should have joined us." And one of his friends said, "You should have made it." He did not reply. He did not give the answer. Just he wished them and waved his hands till the train slowly left the platform. Narayana Murthy stood there without motionless, because he lost his thoughts. All his friends are going to join IIT, but he couldn't do that. He could no longer see the train. There is no chance of seeing the train. There are no hopes. Already the train had left. Or the waving hands. He failed to address his friends' waving hands. Already they have gone. On that day, June 1962, monsoon had set in. Already monsoon had started. It was getting dark. The sun came down. It became dark. Drizzling started. It had started to drizzle. Drizzle means here light rain. Yet he stood there motionless. Although it was raining, he stood there without movement, because he lost in thoughts. Then he said to himself, he consoled himself, without anger, no jealousy. Why should he show anger or jealousy? This is his fate. They join IIT, they study well, they do big things. So what? All the students from the IITs study well and do their big things. But it is not the institution. It is not the purpose. Ultimately, it is you and you alone who can change your life. It is you. You should change your life by yourself. You have to change your destiny by yourself. That is the purpose. Probably he was following the Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. The sentence is in Bhagavad Gita. He doesn't observe that he was following Bhagavad Gita. Afterwards, he worked very hard and he concentrated on one thing. He focused on one thing. No worries. Never bothering about his personal life or comforts. He did not focus on his comforts and his personal life. And he shared his wealth with others, but he did not take the help of others. He never used the help of any caste, community, or political connections. He did not get the help from any community, any political parties to develop in his life. So, because unknowingly he was following the principle of Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. If you become worse, you are the reason for that. If you become the best, you are the reason for that. What does it mean? You are the creator of your own destiny. So unknowingly, he followed that principle. Next, Narayana Murthy showed to other Indians. What did he show? It was possible to earn money legally and ethically, not illegally. He showed other Indians to earn money legally and ethically. So what did he do? He built a team of people who were equally good. He formed one team. There is a purpose. He is going to do something. So he built a team. Who were equally good means they have same interest, same thoughts and same ideas, similar ideas. So they are going to work for their common goal. He became a pioneer. What is a pioneer? Who starts something first and who establish one idea first. Because he started software industry the first time. So he is known as pioneer. Today he has become an icon of simplicity. Icon means a famous person. He is very simple. He is famous for simplicity and uncompromising quality. Uncompromising means he doesn't compromise. He doesn't want to change his ideas and feelings, opinions, and fairness. He doesn't want to show any discrimination apart from being a philanthropist. He has many qualities like simplicity, uncompromising quality, and fairness. And philanthropist. Philanthropist means the person who devotes his service and wealth for the love of mankind. And he really believes in the motto, powered by intellect and driven by values. This is his motto. What is powered by intellect and driven by values? Intellect. Intellect gives power, energy to improve oneself. Because he has intelligence. Because of his intelligence, he developed a lot. And what is the use of having morals, ethics? They force person and the moral values force the person something better. Okay? And he is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. Who is he? He is none other than N.R. Narayana Murthy, Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, one of the leading IT company in the world. What is his motto? Powered by intellect and driven by values. And he did not get any help from any community, any political party. Because of his motto, he developed a lot, he earned more money.